All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun. Gone. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell, down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Bruce Ellington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Off play action. Here's gone. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A screen to Bell. Dances by him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And complete. Right side. The tight end Rudolph. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
76, go. 76, 76, 14, 14.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is Bell on the dump off. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Here we go. 11.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. 3rd down here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Garoppolo looks to throw. Being chased out left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really strong. Stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Goff on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Goff on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Garoppolo. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise in throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Garoppolo. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 5.
After the interception, here's gone. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
You go.
Here's Goff now on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Detroit!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
11.
Garoppolo on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. If there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start on the ground with McCord. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
His throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Tell him. 76.
Goff going to keep it himself. The sneak good for 2, but it's still going to set up a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Jared Goff, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, Garoppolo. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Trying to improvise. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent, because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Orange.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Listen.
He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
We got quick starting left here. 5. Al, we go.
Now Goff on third and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can approve.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He finds an opening past the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Tiger! Soon!
From the gun, here's Gone. Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. was a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
21.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Now it's, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup.